Hi, and welcome to this class. My name is Julia, and I'm a teacher and self-taught artist/illustrator from lovely Oldenburg in northern Germany. I started making art quite late in life, and watercolors were amongst the first mediums I tried, and it honestly was love at first sight. I always appreciated how accessible watercolor is and how it invites us to play and just let the pigments flow, while at the same time it's able to give us really beautiful results. And that's exactly what this class is all about. In this easy and intuitive painting class, we're going to paint 3 small butterflies together. And even though the finished piece is an important and sometimes satisfying part of the art making process, this is not just what this class is about. The focus in this class is not just on the outcome. Experimenting is so vital if you want to develop as an artist and as a human being, really. So trying out new things, being that new colors or color combinations or shapes or sizes, or maybe exploring materials you have never used before, should always be part of an art process. In the end, what makes these butterflies truly beautiful, I think, is when their shapes are a bit unexpected, a little bit off, a little wonky or quirky. Those imperfections make them look real and alive, especially in the age of overly perfect images generated by AI. So you might end up with a few butterflies that you really love and others that feel more kind of like a process, but that's totally fine. That's what creative play is all about. Now, here's how the class is structured. I'll start by telling you a little bit about the materials I'm using, and then I'll walk you through 3 butterfly paintings. All of them take just a couple of minutes. Each of these 3 ones will give you a peek into my process, but more importantly, it's an invitation for you to explore your own. Of course, you can absolutely follow my steps exactly. I've done that hundreds and hundreds of times over the years, and I feel it's such an important part of learning to kind of copy what others are doing. But the idea is also to use my creations as a kind of jumping off point and then let your own creativity take over. At the end of the class, I'll wrap things up with a few final thoughts, and I share some tips, including a class that teaches you how to digitize your hand-painted watercolor butterflies if you want to take them further. If you enjoy this project as much as I do, you might find yourself painting a lot of butterflies. For me, it really turned into kind of a personal project, and at this point I have painted over 50 butterflies. So this is the kind of project you can grow with and easily come back to from time to time, even if you have a very busy life. Okay, that being said, grab your watercolors, a paper of your choice, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, and let's dive in. I'm really curious to see what you'll create. Have fun!